The book is called The Big Leap, and it's by Gay Hendricks. So before we break to journal, I have 3 questions. Am I willing to increase the amount of time every day that I feel good inside? Am I willing to increase the amount of time that my whole life goes well? Am I willing to feel good and have my life go well all the time? Even just asking yourselves these questions, like, am I willing to? Yeah. Well, then now you've aligned with the possibility that that is possible. Like if you've never asked yourself that, you might not have even thought about it. You're like, I'm just reacting to what life gives you. But if you come into this with like a deeper understanding of self, less judgment, more curiosity, and you start asking these kinds of questions, then life gets really exciting. And it's not about what's happening to you, it's about what's happening for you. I try to shy away from positive and negative and good and bad because like emotions are electronic stimulus in your body, right? Like a feeling is like a thing that your body does and you're like, oh, where does this come from?
Sup, dog?
What you doing, Miss Lance?
I'm removing orchard grass, and this is a little bit more labor intensive than last year.
Not just running around
No.
with paper cutting
I'm not
scissors.
just like snipping. I'm like getting into it.
Yeah, you're
So
really
we're taking
digging deep,
these
huh?
are the deeply rooted limiting beliefs and invasive thoughts that we're pulling out right here.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah,
All right.
it's good work.
What's up, Tori?
Hi! It's nice to have y'all here. I'm Ranger Tori with Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks, and today we have a group of lovely volunteers helping us out with a special project here at Round Meadow. It's our Round Meadow Restoration Project. So our volunteers have been helping us for about the past 7 years to remove an invasive grass called orchard grass from the meadows that was accidentally brought in by hay, so some animal feed. And so it's an entirely volunteer-led project, which is super exciting, and each year we're seeing a decline in orchard grass coming back. So just great to have dedicated volunteers come out with us and contribute to this long-term project. It's an exciting time for the future as well, as we're trying to help protect this special place, Round Meadow. It's in our park, there's only 2% of mountain meadows. Oh, did it like die? Oh, sorry. Okay. So there's only 2% of mountain meadows here, and this is such a biodiverse area, or the most biodiverse area in the park. So it's really doing a justice to help protect these areas in order to protect the rest of the parks as well.
And what's the percentage of meadow versus everything else in the park?
So I mean, yeah, just like 2% of the entire parks combined of the meadow. So I'm not sure about the other percents, like whether it's well, I can say that Sequoia is 98% wilderness, so designated like wilderness. So this would be like areas that are not front country and where visitors mostly are at. So it's just a cool site.
And this 2% helps maintain the health of the other 98%.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And we're back here again this year. It's an honor to be here, and you helped us out last year too.
Yeah.
You're involved in this, and now you're a ranger. Now you're going to where now?
I'm going to Yale University.
Go to Yale?
Yeah, just continue on promoting stewardship and increasing access to green spaces and areas like this. So it's nice to work with y'all again. And yeah, I mean, we would not be able to do this project without volunteer power. So.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
Yeah,
and fun fact about this round meadow, it blows my mind that they used to have baseball games in here.
Yeah, so just like with the history of the parks too, it's definitely interesting. Just a different approach to how we're using these areas and protecting them. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. All right, well, thank you very much. Let's get back to work, huh?
Yes.
Because the voices in our heads and our monologues and our beliefs, like, they're very comforting. They're like a nice little weighted blanket. And it can feel really scary to let go of some of these things that we've held on to for so long. And once we start to get to the point where we're able to release it, like, for me, in my body, spaciousness and emptiness feel the same, but it's very different energy. So when I'm releasing all these thoughts, when we're removing this invasive species from the meadow, we're creating space. And it might look like the section that we clear might look empty, but really we're creating space for the natural vegetation and the native plants to come back and to do what they do, instead of giving all this attention and all these resources to the negative invasive species. So if we think about our lives in the same way, like, what can I remove, what can I let go of, and what can I do with the space that is created? If you reframe emptiness as spaciousness, and if you trust that what is meant for you won't miss you and that it's coming and it will find you when you're ready to receive it, then the spaciousness is just an invitation for more good things to come into your life. Whereas emptiness, we try to rush to fill emptiness. I think we numb emptiness. But spaciousness, we don't need to do anything with. We just give us more space, and it feels like, just like a nice exhale. But it's in the practice of remembering and reminding myself, like, this is something that's still coming up for me, and I give myself more attention, and I talk myself through it, and I go take myself for a hike, and I remember how beautiful nature is, and I look at all these trees, and I don't judge the trees like that one's fat and that one's skinny and that one has funny branches. I'm just like, all these trees are beautiful, so therefore all these humans are beautiful.